Afternoon.
Sorry about that. Um, Last year, Levis had a big game against you guys. Looking back at it, what was he able to exploit, and what do you guys have to do different Saturday to slow him down?
Yes, he had a pretty good game rushing for sure. We got to tackle him. That's the first and foremost thing. We got to do a good job of eye control and when we're supposed to stay in the box, we need to stay in the box and just execute. We didn't execute a lot last year, especially with the quarterback run game, and that's what we got to do a lot better job of this week.
Brian, how do you balance that? Because this year he has barely run at all, but obviously last
Yeah.
year's game. How do you balance that with your guys?
Well, I think now he's healthy, a little bit more healthier. I think early on in midpoint in the year, he was dealing with I think a toe as well as a shoulder, and they ran him a good bit this last game. So I think they're going to use him, to the best of his ability and run him a little bit more this week. So we got to be prepared for that as well.
You guys have been so good at getting to the quarterback this year. They've given up a lot of sacks, but what's been the key to the pressure that you guys have been able? Is it just consistently players, or have you guys changed some things up scheme wise?
No, I think it's a little bit of players, as well. Nothing drastically that we've done schematically at all. Our guys. I mean, we've gotten a lot of sacks this year with just three-man rush. So I think it's just some of the players are just executing and winning their one-on-one battles. When you can win your one-on-one battles, you're typically going to end up getting pressure on the quarterback or even a sack or an errant throw that's caused by pressure. So a little bit of both.
Brian, how much do you tell the guys to try to control the emotions of this game because of the rivalry and because of the outcome of the past couple of games, especially because of how the defense has played as of late, to not try to get too carried away? How much do you kind of talk about those?
Well, you just try to. It's another game. It is a rivalry game. We understand that for sure. But we just got to go out and execute and not let our emotions dictate the way we play the game. We just got to go out and do the things we've been doing the last half of the season and execute at a high level and just play for each other, play for our brothers, and not worry about the other team.
Brian, obviously with last year's game, the physicality discrepancy was one of the bigger points of last year's blowout. But with the way you guys have played this year and how physical you've been and the amount of pressure you've been able to get when not blitzing, that's how much does that give you guys confidence that you'll be able to keep pace from a physicality standpoint this year?
Well, I think this year we most definitely have played a lot better, up to the standards that we're looking for, and hopefully that can continue this week. And we're just going out and competing each and every day and each and every down. And I think schematically, not just schematically, but our players are in the right spots majority of the time this year, and hopefully we can continue that this weekend.
Scott was kind of talking about why he feels like this year should be the ACC Defensive Player of the Year, just based on his performance. Just wanted to get your comments on that, and kind of if you wanted to back that up a little bit.
Oh, I believe it wholeheartedly as well. I mean, y'all Sirius played. I mean, tremendous. I mean, he's doing it all. He missed to do it all. Whether it's covering, whether it's rushing the quarterback, stopping the run, just even putting pressure on the quarterback or making guys slide to him so the other side can possibly get a sack or pressure. He's done an amazing job. I most definitely think he deserves being the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Not only just because he's a good football player, he's a good person as well. Good. Shoot, that was quick.